"Let's make tracks," I said. "I'll race you to Ma's house." Butch was startled, but I was already spurring Spot. We were flying. Tiny Beth was watching. I was a real cowboy hero. I opened my eyes and looked around the room. It looked vaguely familiar, but I couldn't be sure. My head hurt. I was lying in a bed that wasn't mine. "Glenn, I think she's awake," Mama whispered in an anxious voice. I realized that she was lying next to me in the strange bed. "Baby, how do you feel?" Daddy asked in the same troubled tone. I moved my head slightly and saw that he was on the other side of me. How peculiar, I thought. Mama and Daddy and me in one bed in a bedroom that wasn't in our house. "I don't feel very good," I said. "I've got a bad headache." I tried to sit up, and everything in the room moved except me. What was wrong with me? "Lie still, Sheila," Mama said. She put her arm over me. "You've had a bad fall. You have to be quiet and calm." "No sudden movements," Daddy added. "You're going to stay close to the hacienda for a few days." "Where are we?" I asked. "We're at your Uncle Charlie and Aunt Mildred's in Navasota, in Charlotte and Nancy's room," Mama answered. "We brought you over to the hospital last night to have your head x-rayed. Dr. Sanders met us there and told us to spend the night close by in case you needed to go back for anything in a hurry." It took some time for me to absorb this information. I could feel Daddy and Mama watching me. "Where are Charlotte and Nancy?" I asked. "They're sleeping in the living room on a pallet," Daddy said. "I think I heard Charlie and Mildred stirring in the kitchen. They're probably making breakfast for us. Are you hungry?" I tried to shake my head that I wasn't, but my eyes closed heavily instead. That afternoon, I was back in my own bed at home. Dude, my grandmother, had made me some chicken and vegetable soup that was delicious, and I had eaten 2 bowls with some saltine crackers. Mama had let me have a Coke, too. I was getting the royal treatment. Daddy and Mama sat on the bed with me. "Look who's here," Daddy said. The back screen door opened and in walked Butch. He walked past the porch and through the kitchen and into the little room where we were. "Hey," Butch said. "Hello, Mr. Morris, Ms. Morris. I came to see if Sheila Ray was okay. Mama said I couldn't stay long." "That's fine, Butch," Daddy said. "Selma and I have some things to do anyway. You stay and cheer her up. Come on, Selma." Daddy leaned over and kissed the top of my head. He and Mama went to the living room where Dude was watching TV. "Hey, Butch, thanks for coming over. You want to sit down?" "Nah, not really." He paused. "You feeling okay?" "Yeah, better than I did earlier. Dude made me some soup." Silence. Butch grinned at me. "Boy, you sure took a tumble," he said. I couldn't believe my own eyes. "I can't remember anything about it. Did I fall off, Spot?" "I guess you did. That old horse was flying. I didn't even know she could gallop that fast. We were racing over to your ma's to see your cousin Boy Baby. Right before that, you'd stopped to talk to Tiny Beth. Prince was trying to catch up with Spot. Next thing I knew, you were lying smack dab on the ground." "Gosh, I don't remember that at all," I said. "So I hollered at Boy Baby to go get your ma, and everybody came running. Your Aunt Thelma and your ma were the quickest to get to you. They were carrying on something awful. You were lying real still. I was afraid you were dead or something." Butch paused for dramatic effect. I stared wordlessly as he told the story. It was like a movie in slow motion. After a minute, he went on. "Then, you know what you did?" he asked. I shook my head. "You woke up and said, 'Did I fell off old Spot?'" Butch laughed. "Get it? You said the wrong word. You never say the wrong word." Everybody got real quiet. Boy Baby finally said, "Yes, you fell off your horse and got knocked out." "Then you know what you did next?" I shook my head again. "You snapped your fingers and said, 'My first knockout.' Like it was this really good thing or something." And the bad part was that you kept asking that same question over and over again. When somebody would answer, you'd snap your fingers and say that knockout. It wasn't funny then. "Your mom told me to ride up to Dude's to get your daddy, so I did." "Golly," I said, "too bad I don't remember a thing about it. What happened to Spot?" "She went back to y'all's shed and stood there waiting for you. After I got your daddy, I unsaddled her and put her in the pasture. She's fine." Butch stood there uncertainly as he looked at me, but finally said, "Well, I got to go. I guess they won't be letting you ride for a while." "I guess not. One more question. Did Tiny Beth see me fall? How should I know? Butch retorted. With that, he turned on his heels and strode out. Thanks for coming, I called to his back. I closed my eyes wearily. I was very tired. I'd have to check on Spot tomorrow. I've always been a cowboy at heart, loving the wide open spaces, yet staying close to my home on the range, rescuing pretty damsels in distress, fighting for the best of cowboy values, fairness, equality, an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. That has never been an easy fight for a woman. Making sure your herd is fed well and has plenty of water. And when it's time to cross over to the other side of the river, keep your saddle as dry as you can and your horse underneath you.